Hello everyone, and welcome back. Last time Lu Meng led an expedition to find Gan Ning and ended up in a murder-off between Gan Ning and Masanori Fukushima. Today we are off to rescue the hostages that were used to get some of our friends to fight us. So hopefully our princess is not in another castle. Since it's time to get stealthy, we are running with Team Ninja Gaiden. So let's dive on in. Snake, we have a new mission for you. We have been chasing after our man known as Xuchang to try and discover his connection with the dreaded demon Orochi. He seems to be hiding in the fortified city of Xuchang. Our agents have also confirmed that they have hostages. Oichi, Jinkai, and Lady Nene have all been confirmed at this location. It is possible that there are more hostages, and possibly some of our people may be working for the demon army under duress because of them. Your mission is to first free the hostages. Until they have been liberated, we won't be able to freely move in. After the hostages have been freed, find Xuchang and capture him. To assist you in your mission, a force led by Nagamasa Azai will be assaulting the front gate of the city in an attempt to draw the enemy attention and lighten the security you will have to deal with. Time is of the essence. We must move fast.
私たちが追っていた妖魔はこの先の城に逃げ込んだようね。
この先というと巨匠だな。今は光沢殿が治めていると聞くが、
あの御人なら綺麗どころを集めてでも不思議じゃないですね。
位置が囚われているのもきっとそこだ。急ぎ助けに向かおう。
ならおねね様も。
愛する人のため懸命になれるって素敵ね。私もできる限り協力するわ。
いや、俺とおねね様がそういうのじゃ。
今行くぞ、イチ。待っていてくれ。
So we begin one of the odder levels in Warriors Orochi 3. In an attempt to shake things up a bit, there is a kind of stealth section in this level once we actually get into the city.
正面から巨匠を攻めよう。無理はせず敵の注意を引くよう努めてくれ。その間別動隊は西より城内へ潜入する。初回人質と四天王寺を探すのだ。
So like Nagamasa said, he will be distracting the enemy's main forces while we sneak in. But first, we have to handle Katsue Shibata. Truth be told, in my first recording of this level, he activated his Musou and straight up one-shot Ayane. This could be because I'm mainly using underlevel characters outside of the semi-permanent one. When I get new characters into the team, I use the growth points to straight level them to 15, mainly. It seems I may want to up that to 20 so my characters have a bit more meat on their bones. Also, Wen Jiangwei seems to have found his way into the castle to rescue Xin Shai. This of course ends how we think it will. The dude barely got a line before he got the axe. I'm pretty sure that's a new record for these missions. So yeah, Zhang Wei got added to the list of people we have to mess with the past to help out. Alright, so let's talk about this quote-unquote stealth section. All the red dots in the outer area of the city are messengers. If we get spotted, they run away and try to get help. If this were Metal Gear Solid, they would instantly sound the alarm and call in the cavalry. But these guys have to run quite a distance before they can get help, and we can just kill them before they reach that spot. There is pretty much zero consequences for just running at the messengers and killing them, instead of trying to avoid them. Their sight distance isn't even that big either. The guy running around near the gate at the top of that area won't even spot us if we are fighting the guards outside the two rooms in the middle. I never thought I would find guards dumber than the Genome soldiers in Metal Gear Solid 1, but we seem to have found some. Hell, I don't even know what happens if they do manage to get away because it's actually pretty darn hard to do so. They are also apparently deaf as they can't hear Rachel's friggin' machine gun tearing at their buddies. Anyway, we actually have 4 hostages to find in this mission and they are always in the exact same spots. Nene is in the top left room, mystery guest number 1 is in the bottom left, Jing Sai is in the middle right, and Oichi is hanging out in the top right.
私の手元に留めておきたい。光沢殿の審美眼もなかなかのものです。 ですがカゴの中の蝶は本来の美しさには程遠いもの。解き放たれ自由に舞ってこその美。今こそ披露しましょう。
So, mystery guest number 1 is Zhang He. He is the token stereotypical gay man. In the series, he is known for dancing about and making his men do Power Ranger poses. I am not even kidding about that last one. It was in either Dynasty Warriors 3 or 4 as I recall. Not to really spoil anything in the next mission, but pretty much a good portion of the start of that mission has Zhang He just dancing about for people's amusement while we wait for something at the start. It's as ridiculous as it sounds. I would attempt to make some kind of gay joke here, but Zhang He is bad enough without me making any prods at the matter. As you may have noticed, I am making no attempts at stealth on this run. It is entirely possible to do this mission without setting off the messengers, but again, there is no detriment to just slaughtering them and moving on. Maybe it's a requirement for one of the character's ultimate weapons, as I haven't started trying to collect those in this version, but I'm not trying to get it now, so it doesn't really matter. We are actually kind of around where Jiangwei died. Kind of wish they would keep his body on the map as a kind of reminder to go save him, or to point and laugh at the man who attempted to sneak into a place with a wound so grave it made him killable by generic foot soldiers. At least Lu Mong had the excuse of being trapped and trying to fight his way out, and he also died to a normal officer instead of to foot soldiers. Jiang Wei is also one of my favorite Shu characters, so it kind of annoys me for him to go out like this.
わしの女たちが奪われたじゃと。いい、すぐに取り返せ。全軍進軍させろ。
So once we have saved everyone, Tubby Muras opens up the gate to let us into the back half of the area. It also starts a massive melee where there are about 7 officers in this area we have to fend off, and 2 of them are playable, so you really need to watch out for their Musou attacks. Normally, I would just save and activate a triple attack here, but as you may notice in the bottom left, there really isn't enough people to kill to get it filled up by this point, unless I went and fought at the very bottom of the map like you aren't supposed to. There are a lot of guys in this area though, so it is extremely possible to kill your way to a triple strike. And hell, that is what I aim for at this point to end the fight quickly. I almost got my ass killed by Dong's bow. Fortunately, I barely survived long enough to swap Ryu in and perform the triple attack to end this fight. And with that, every officer in the area is dead outside of Diamondback and Shuten Doji, who are hiding behind a gate up the stairs. We also enter into another moment where a gate takes way too long to open. Pretty much after you kill Dong Zhuo, Diamondback is supposed to freak out and run away while you open the gate to chase him. However, since I killed so many officers at one time, all of their death quotes must be played out before Diamondback even notices and starts to run away, so I get to sit outside the gate and wait. I'm not really sure how to fix that outside of giving the player the ability to hit like the select button, skip the death notifications and generic quotes that appear for a good 5 seconds every time an officer dies. I know I would have loved to have that for trying to get some of the ultimate weapons that have strict time limits in the older games. Either way, Diamondback has a very short lead on us in his escape now, so it's pretty easy for us to just run up and catch him. If I had a horse, this wouldn't even be hard to catch him while he was still in that fort at the start of his fleeing. Also, that Donzo guy is actually a replacement for Ayane since she is on our team. Normally, she is running around with us as we try to free the hostages, so since I brought her with us, Donzo shows up on the field in her stead. I also have another near-death scare here as Shuten Doji Masos and almost takes out Rachel. Probably didn't help that she is already missing a quarter of her health when I started fighting him. He also probably puts up the biggest fight of any of the end bosses we have fought in quite a while and actually lasts longer than 10 seconds even if you take out his Maso usage. Partially that is because Ayane and Rachel are underleveled and I didn't use Ryu. But a good revenge Masoing will put the Oni in his place.
さて改めて問おう。お前は何者だ。
名は四天童子。それより他は何も知らぬ。
では問いを変えよう。己が何者か知りたくはないか。
お前がその答えを持つというのか。
いや、おそらく答えはお前の中にある。それを引き出す手伝いをしようというのだ。
この私に協力すると。
その代わり我らにも協力してもらおう。
いいだろう。
And with that cutscene, we get the big old victory sign.
ありがとう。迷惑かけてごめんよ。これからは私も一緒に行くからね。
龍禅様を守ること、それが私の使命だから。
一も長政様と共に参ります。
お市様が無事ならば人にあだなす理由もない。
今私の美しさが求められているのですね。いいでしょう。存分にご堪能ください。
ところで大事なことを忘れている気がするのだが。ああ、そうか、脅威だ。脅威はどこに行ってしまったのだろう。
And now we get 6 new characters added to the roster. This is going to make the next Why the Hell Do We Care a long one, isn't it?
へえ、これが噂の四天童子か。これで幼女を倒す方法がわかるんだね。
解明には少々時間をもらうことになる。だが私は確信している。この者こそが我らの希望になると。
私は自分が何者かを知りたいだけだ。そのためにお前たちに協力する。
じゃあ俺たちも頑張らないと。なんとかダッキを探してみるよ。
Once again, we are back at camp and we have a few new basic conversations to, of course, unlock Jiang Wei's mission and a hint for a couple other characters.
息子には思うまま生きよと伝えていたが、かような世の情勢では安否が気遣われる。官兵、官作、無事であろうか。
いかめしい軍神さんも人の親なんだね。その気持ちよーくわかるよ。決めた。私も協力するよ。できることがあったら何でも言ってね。
ねね殿。
脅威は巨匠にたどり着いていた。だがそこで負けてしまったらしい。あの脅威が簡単に負けるとはおかしな話だ。
理由はただ一つ。きっと傷を負っていたに違いありません。
では脅威はどこで怪我をしたのだ。巨匠に来る途中だろうか。
ええ、私に心当たりがあります。いかがでしょう。この超春外の過去に戻ってみませんか。
So our next side mission is going to be rescuing Jiang Wei. Yes, I do remember Magoichi still being dead and needing his own ass saved, but as I said before, I like Jiang Wei, so he is getting the priority. After that, we will finally be ending our hunt for Dachi and catching her. Although it may not go how you think it will. Till next time!